Okay, this time it's for real, guys. Welcome to Sage-Based Wisdom. I'm Jana Schmieding.
And I'm Brian Bahe.
And we are recording from the sacred homelands of Jimothy the raccoon.
And Timothy. Wait. Today we'll be
fucking it up again.
Today we'll be giving you, our listeners, some advice cultivated indigenously from our backgrounds in Timothy Chalamet
and finding the best Pacific Northwest coffee spots. If you want to hear the full episode today, you got to be a wise ass, and to become a wise ass, all you need to do is go to sagebasedwisdom.supercast.com, and girl, you'll get an extended episode every week, plus an extra episode every month. It's worth it, I think. Our wise asses certainly think. Bri, how are you doing today on this delightful weekend?
It's Giving Sunday, which for me
what does
is
that
the
mean to
Lord's
you?
Day.
Oh, okay.
I like to wake up early,
lighting candles,
go to church,
kneeling on Daddy Jesus's little
wear my
altar.
bow tie. And if I look freshly showered, it's because I was freshly Pelotoned. Once again,
you and your Sunday Peloton.
You got a Peloton.
Are you doing Peloton before work?
Honestly, sometimes, which is a nightmare because it takes you 2 hours to actually stop sweating after a Peloton class. So I'm going into work just like somehow just like still sweating. It's very much that Office episode where Jim bikes to work and he's like sweating. He just gets there and he's just like covered in sweat.
Totally. I feel like I have so much to talk to you about. We tried to record an episode this week. I am going to tell the audience our drama.
For sure. We gotta.
It's part of the lore of Sage-Based Wisdom.
It was almost prophesized in a way by our last episode.
It was. And you know what? Because I'm healed from that, and you have, and the healing that I have is because in the last episode I called you a shady ass, and you embraced it, and you said, actually, yes, I am shady, and that's who I am. And I was like, yeah, it is who you are. And then when you literally fucking ghosted me, we texted on fucking Friday morning, afternoon on your lunch break. Sometimes I think about that. I'm thinking, I'm texting Brian right now. Where is he in his life that he's going to be able to read this text and really internalize it? And I thought when I texted you, because I've been on set.
That's so crazy.
I've been on set all day.
You're before you text, you're like, wait, where is Brian?
Yes. That's how hyper vigilant I am. That's how considerate I am. I'm thinking, this is how I move through the world, Bri. You have to take a step in my shoes and experience how fucking exhausted I am at the end of every day, because it's not just with you. It's every single person. So I text Brian at his lunch, noon. It was 12:30ish when we texted. I know, and I.
It honestly should be post lunch, 1:30.
Okay, copy that, and I will remember, because I was thinking, from the moment writer's room work starts, from 10 to noon, you're actually sitting there. It's kind of like, well, it's the first part of work, so we're not checking our phones and whatever. So Brian's gonna pick up his phone at lunch and like scroll through 100 texts, and mine is gonna get lost in the shuffle. So if I text him at lunch, he's going to read it in real time and respond to it, which is kind of what happened when I texted you, hey, here's the situation, because you're leaving for Montreal probably, and we might not be able to record while you're there. Let's try to get a few episodes in this week. I'm available every evening. You replied, I'm available every evening this weekend next. Great. Let's do two this weekend. And I had to cancel because we had a
Work
late
ran late.
shoot. Yes.
Yeah. And I had to cancel because I had a haircut that I forgot about.
Yeah, let's be clear. Brian's canceling because he simply doesn't want to reschedule his haircut that takes 5 minutes. And
I know. I actually did look into it and the time wasn't available.
And I'm rescheduling because my call time, I got to sleep in one day, and my call time was at like noon instead of 6 a.m. Because it ended up that we were doing evening shots and nighttime shots, and I had to stay at work until 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you know what? I said, Bri, let's do Saturday and Sunday, one a day. And
which I should have known. I should have known that was asking too much.
No,
but honestly, I am a people pleaser too, because I was like,
no, I know.
Let me do it.
This is requiring us both to really get in touch with our capacity and I do
want to say something really quickly, which is that I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to be a shady ass and help you on your journey of growth to just like
be more whatever.
Be more whatever, be a little looser.
And it felt good. Can I say this is legit because
Go ahead.
Hold on. I texted Bri. I said, let's do Saturday at 11. We had this whole conversation on text when the times were. I said, let's do Saturday I said Saturday. He goes, Saturday morning, because I have a work thing until 9:30 a.m. on Saturday, a work Zoom.
Yeah.
And I said, can we do 10:30 or 11? Because I think I might be a little hungover. I'm planning tonight on Friday night to go see Alabama Shakes at the fucking port over here in Tacoma. And I ended up going to that and getting just totally stoned and having a few beers. Suddenly I'm drinking beer up in Oregon, like Washington, the Pacific Northwest. So I did have a hangover. When I woke up, I said, fuck, I don't want to fucking do this pod right now because I feel like shit. I need to like get my life right. And I text Brian the link to the Riverside. I text him the clips we're going to use. I get my makeup on.
Damn.
And no reply from Bri. I go, he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. He doesn't fucking remember. I knew it the second I sent you the Riverside link and didn't get a reply. 10:35 goes by. I go, it's looking sus. Oh, no. I texted him one more time and I say, I'll be on till 11 because I was actually getting some other work done in the process. So it wasn't a total like waste of time. So I was like, I was like, in my mind, I was like, I'm going to call it at 11. And honestly, great, because I feel like shit. I do not care that he forgot. I'm like used to this with Bri. And,
this is the first time I've done that.
Yeah, but you have forgotten a lot.
What do you mean?
It's just
we usually just catch it earlier.
Yeah,
like sometimes we'll be like, we're recording tomorrow, and then I'm like, oh, we're recording tomorrow.
Yeah. And what I'm getting to is I went about with my day. I ended up having more energy throughout the day because we didn't record. I was trying to suss out, am I annoyed about this? Am I stressed about this? And I couldn't find any. I wasn't.
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away, I think. And here's what
so deeply relevant.
Here's what's giving me a lot of kind of this morning. No, I don't know, what time is it? 6? This afternoon, I guess. This late morning, early afternoon, I find myself crying because I'm listening to the new Charlie XCX album.
Right.
And there's the last song on it. She has like this quote where I guess she's interviewing, who's this guy? She's interviewing filmmaker David Cronenberg. And he's basically telling this story about how he had a near-death experience and how when he was like on the brink of dying, he wasn't like thinking about like art and how it's like, you know, in a way this like goal to like reach like continue have permanency or something like that.
He's like legacy.
Yeah, it's more just like it's like everybody is eventually like dead and forgotten. And
what was he thinking about?
He was thinking about like people and like just like people in his life and all of that type of shit. Like the stuff you normally hear about. But he said it in a way that was like so like interesting and moving. And also because like he's like a horror director too. There's like something cool about that. I don't know. It's just like I was listening to it and I was just so caught off guard by like, whoa, how does this pop album end with like something so like deep, relevant to my life?
What was it? What brought up emotion about that? Him talking about that?
I don't know. I think it's because like it's just like everything goes away. So I think like what I'm trying to the thread I'm trying to weave with you is perhaps this feeling of people pleasing, wanting to, you know, do all of the stuff. Perhaps it's like we're all gonna die and be gone. Why torture ourselves with that?
Truly. Why torture ourselves about anything, honestly?
For sure.
I also think so ultimately after I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna like go do my thing and go grocery shopping and like, you know, whatever. Which was not long after, by the way. I was like, I hope Brian's okay. Like I've never not heard back from him by now, you know?
That is pretty crazy of me.
And that's what I want you to know is that out of and this kind of feeds into the Cronenberg near death of it all, which is that I got into this space. By the time I texted you, it was because I was like, I joke with Brian being a shady ass, and he's like a little piece of shit that I'm obsessed with. I love you like my own brother. And if my own brother, for any reason, was picked up by ICE, he is a queer man living in, you know, a queer brown man living in Los Angeles. I just saw a Instagram reel yesterday of ICE capturing somebody in North Hollywood, you know, and I'm like, fuck. Like I hate that we are all in this position of living a beautiful life with each other, and that thought crossed my mind.
Yeah.
That holy fuck, what if my friend Bri for some reason got picked up by fucking ICE today in LA? Like that's where I'm at. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna text him again. The bitch better write back, or I am literally gonna start calling people.
Oh no, did you call Rupinder?
I didn't call anybody because you texted back immediately.
Interesting.
And I texted Brian and I was like, okay, are you all right?
Because Rupinder also texted me separately, and I was like, did Jana reach out to Rupinder?
And I have so much to say about this, Bri. But I hope that it is resonating with you that both Rupinder and I are your older sisters, along with your actual older sister. And literally every woman in your life, like you will never go missing. You will never be lost. You will never be lost in this world. I hope you know that.
I do know that. And I do think that is like, listen, my family, my extended family, love them to death. but it's full of it's full of aunties and older women cousins whom I love so much. But I just remember a child being like surrounded by like so many
women
in a good way, in a really fun way. And I've always just been like, what's it like to like almost not have that? But I think what I'm realizing now, what I'm realizing is I think the universe is like, no, bitch, you need to be surrounded by women.
You will never not have us, bitch. You better fucking. You know what? I want you to turn that around into, how do I lean into that?
Exactly. How do I lean into that?
And I think it's just
respond to texts.
Yeah, sending a text in the morning that's like, fuck, I forgot. Can we move it?
That is one of those things where I was like, I truly did forget.
No, I get it.
And I felt so bad. And then I was like, it was almost like too scared to respond in a way.
Of course. I know that feeling. I've done it millions of times. Like truly, truly. And I want you to know, you don't have to be scared because I'm not your mom. I'm your sister.
I'm still afraid of my sister though.
Don't be.
Okay.
You're equal. You're equal. And I don't hate you. I'm not mad at you. I don't love you any less because you literally left me on red while we were supposed to record the episode.
This is like therapy for real.
I know. And you know why? Because we had this whole episode last week that, I don't know about you, but I went off and was like thinking about it, us talking about older siblings so much. And then I had this whole like hour and a half long conversation with my sister, who is a listener, my older sister with a listener. And she goes, listening to that episode, she was like, thank you for acknowledging like the labor that is being an older sister, and also like being able to dip out of that labor and like have my own life. And like, it was like I feel like last week's episode weirdly like did something, like it like kind of crossed the Rubicon into an actual advice podcast.
Should we submit that for Peabody?
Peabody, excuse me, but we moved the needle. Okay,
we moved the needle.
That's what it feels like to move the motherfucking needle.
One of the co-hosts was hungover, and this
and
is
the other one was fat.
It'll be us and what's that dude's name? Charlie, whatever. We buy a Peabody.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Wait, who? Oh yeah, no. I'm not gonna say the name out loud. I'm gonna take a hit off the vape for that one, because that was some funny ass shit. Only certain people will know that reference.
But
we buy a Peabody. How much for a Peabody? I need to put it in the background of this Zoom. Anyway, so many things to talk to you about besides just that. We also have some great calls today. We're gonna look at some social media, some advice that came across my feed, probably because I've just been talking about it a lot lately. And the thing that came across my feed was about the capacity of men. And how it's different from women. So when we get there, I'm sure that there will be a tie-in, because did Rupinder text you because she was also concerned about your whereabouts?
No, she texted me about the work thing.
Oh, got it. Okay.
That we had that Saturday.
And then you didn't respond, or did you miss that too?
Let's keep everything off the record. Cut that out.
Oh my god.
Hello? Where were we? Are we watching the thing?
Yeah, we're watching.
Or is there any other topics that we need to do?
There's so many.
I have one, but it's not urgent. But let's watch this thing.
All right. All right. Hold on. I got to let it run through one time. It might be a little bit long, but I am going to preface this by saying that I think it came across my feed because I've been talking about it with so many women in my life lately, and it's just, and I think I also have been noticing it, sort of the difference in emotional labor, sort of invisible labor, like on a set between men and women, especially because on this show we are working with Etta, who is 7 years old. And this is her first time ever acting on screen ever. And it's been a fascinating experience that I am so honored to get to share with Etta, little Etta. She's my bud. So
Etta is such a cute name, by the way. Shout out to
cute
Bobby.
name for a very cute girl. She is the fucking coolest, man. I wish everyone was like Etta and Penny, the girls in my life. Okay, here we go. You can see?
The distance between thinking and doing determine your success. We already know that. But what if you could expand your capacity to do more? Now that would make you limitless. So here's 3 steps on how I do this to myself. Step number 1 is I ask myself this question: what barriers or what box have I created for myself that is keeping me from reaching my next level? We all have these. Examples would be like, I can only produce X amount of emails or content because it takes me X amount of time, or I can only project X amount of money based on X, Y, and Z. These are all rooted in your current reality. However, the successful version that you are trying to become is based in the future. This is where step 2 comes to play, which is creative brainstorming. But most people don't do this right. Most people take into account really early in the process what is so practical to their situation, which is contrary to creative brainstorming because it strips away the creativity. This is what's limiting you. What I do is I write down exactly what I want to achieve without taking into any consideration of what is achievable. And step 3 is then to reverse engineer from that point backwards what's possible, what's affordable, sustainable, whatever. The way I see it, to put me in a state of expansion, I can't lead with logic. I have to dream first and then bake in the facts. If you want to expand your capacity, comment sprint down below, because in Q2, I'll be leading a focus sprint with other entrepreneurial women and we'd love to have you.
Is that her knee that she's holding right now?
Yeah, it's not a pregnant belly. Don't be fooled.
Yeah, that was distracting.
Sorry.
Okay.
If
you had to summarize that.
Yeah. The summary is she is teaching us how to expand our capacity. And step 1 is looking at what barriers am I putting in place of a goal. Let's say I want to be a famous actor, right? But I don't know how to do that. And there's no guidebook. So or let's say I want to buy a house, something, right? It's like I'm always looking for productivity hacks or hacks about how to accomplish things or whatever, because I'm very anti manifest your destiny, The Secret type bullshit. I feel like
that
I'm anti that. I am pro, however, personal goal setting and moving toward an actual goal that you have, instead of envisioning and just relying on just envisioning a future that you want. I think that the actual goal, achieving the actual thing, is a product of you having worked toward it, literally. Done things, as opposed to just wishing for it.
In my head, the secret and goal setting are 2 circles with 2 Venn diagram circles, and there's a bit of an overlap.
It's literally the same thing, but the secret has packaged goal setting in a spiritual woo-woo bullshit kind of fucking way, where it's like, I'm manifesting, but they don't focus on the part that is the actual work.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where a lot of people, so like I have met a lot of men lately who are having difficulty in their personal lives getting from point A to point Z, or even getting to point A to and point F, because the whole thing seems too gigantic. And so what she's saying is, we all know that in order to get something done, you have to actually move toward it. You have to actually work at it, right? She's saying, first thing you need to do is to look at what's stopping you from doing it. What is in your life that's stopping you from doing it? And to actually look at that shit and be like, the only thing stopping me for real is my own fear, or is that I'm not waking up early enough, or that I'm not getting enough sleep. You know, it's like, I just need to go to bed earlier, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like looking at first those things that we tell ourselves that like stop us from doing a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second step, she says, is to actually brainstorm, to actually ideate, like to sit down and write down, like, what are the things I want, and to like set the goal, be intentional about it, and to envision it, and to like actually like live in that dream of creating the actual vision, which I think a lot of men struggle with. I'm going to say it. A lot of y'all men, primarily straight men, you are not actually having a picture in your head about what you want out of your life and actually envisioning it. I'm talking about sitting around doing absolutely nothing, or just like when you're fucking smoking weed, when you're playing video games, you start to think about yourself doing the thing that you want to be doing, right? Like I've done this because I learned goal setting very early in life, and being a teacher, you have to know how. I have become obsessed with the vision part of it. I'm thinking about constantly, this is what my brain is doing when I'm not thinking about you, what time you will be available to text me back. My brain is going, oh, I'm making a movie. It's my movie. So I'm in like every single scene. I'm working. It's long hours, but I'm feeling good. I can see myself actually. I can hear the director. I can hear Tosba, my director, going, cut. Let's do another one. I can hear, I can like feel I can smell what it smells like on set. It smells like coffee and like bodies. You know, it's like I actually put myself in that situation where I'm thinking logistically, legitimately, like having a visceral image in my mind of what it's like to be doing that. It's daydreaming. It's being there. And that helps me to go to step 3, which is what she's saying, which is to actually plan backwards from the point where I'm making my movie. What do I have to do? What are the steps that I have to do from right before we go into production to the beginning? You know what I mean?
Are you saying that we should be teaching improv in schools? Because to me, this is improv, baby. This is world building.
Oh, it is.
We're we're scene painting. Did you have that improv exercise where it's like one by one, everybody like names a piece of something that's in the room in the scene?
Yep. It would be like, all right, this chair is a throne. It's a throne. The top is ornate and decorated with gold, you know, and the velvet covering the throne is purple. And then you would go.
I'd be like, this TV is old. It's like a big cube TV with like antennas coming out, and on it is playing like an old I Love Lucy episode.
And then I would go, over here in the corner is 5 disheveled stacks of newspapers from 1981 on every week. The issue.
Over here by the door, there's like a rug where you're supposed to like wipe your feet and take your shoes off, and it's like stained with like oil, and there's like dirt, and it's like checker patterned, like blue checkers.
Outside of the door on the other side, it's an apartment building, so there's other houses, but there are 5 food delivery bags sitting outside of the door rotting, and there's flies circling the DoorDash bags.
And then I swipe the scene.
Yeah.
And then we start the scene in
and then
room.
And you swipe the scene, and then you sit in the throne.
Right, like I swipe because that's like we're done scene painting.
We're done world building.
Now we're starting a scene.
Exactly.
God, I fucking miss improv.
You should take a class.
That brought me so much joy.
I know.
No,
And when you said we should be doing improv in schools, I have said it from the day one of being a teacher. Abso-fucking-lutely. To this day, I believe that improv is just imagining out loud. That's all it is.
That's the name of your improv school. Imagining out loud.
And it has pride flags all over it. Imagining out loud, standing in our power.
Only gay improv teachers.
Yeah, gays only. No straights allowed.
No straights allowed. Sometimes the gays will manage to Me Too somebody, though.
Oh, yeah. Listen, Kevin Spacey is a creep and a bastard and a piece of shit. Okay. I'm going to bring us back to the thing, which is I feel like because you said improv, because we're saying improv is just imagining out loud. There are, as women, we are raised in a way that is, I mean, I think boys too, but as soon as you get to a certain age, boys stop pretending. Boys stop being told to pretend. Girls, we are raised to be playing with dolls. We're world building from point 0 to point. I mean, listen, it almost never stops because I'm constantly world building in my brain, and
fucking yearning asses.
Yes, pretending. Yes, pretending. Like sometimes Brian, this is an admission that I probably need psychological fucking therapy about, but sometimes when I can't sleep at night, I pretend that I have a terminal illness and I'm laying in my bed and it's my hospital bed and I'm barely able to open my eyes, but one by one the people who love me are coming in and telling me how much and sometimes it's people that I can't stand who are coming to my deathbed and saying, I'm so fucking sorry for being a piece of shit to you or whatever. And I'm out like a light.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting because I would if I was on my deathbed and people were coming in, that would perk me up. I would want to be like, "Hey, what's up?"
No, because you're not
so
legitimately you're not legitimately imagining yourself as terminal. Okay, when you're terminal, dog.
Damn.
It's happening. You're in the throes. You're in your last breath.
You know what I think that is actually? I think you're kind of creating this feeling of like security and comfort, and that is what is able to bring you peace to sleep.
Interesting. Yeah, it's almost like, well, what it feels like is it's justice. Justice, the feeling of I get one more chance to say I love you, or I get one more chance to say I'm sorry.
But are you saying I love you if you're terminal?
I'm not saying anything. I'm saying the other people are coming in to tell me. I'm either
justice for them is to say I'm sorry to you.
If they've wronged me, I'm not having Rupinder come in and say I'm sorry.
On your deathbed, I'm coming in and be like, I'm so sorry I missed that one. Now when you imagine this,
and then I can die. And
now
then
when you imagine
die.
this, I used to be someone who you were excited to see, and now I'm the enemy.
The way I'm never going to be able to use this trick to go to sleep ever fucking again, because you just ruined it. But it's more for like, I've always been like, it's more for like romantic interests or something, you
Absolutely.
know, where it's like, oh, this fucking asshole who, by the way, I literally almost never have difficulty getting to sleep anymore. I'm so tired all the time. So I haven't done this in a long time, but like it would be like my ex, and he'd be like, I mean, I could still fall asleep to my old exes wronging me, cheating on me and shit. And I would be like, justice is served. I got my apology, and now I can fucking drift off to a sweet death.
They are apologizing in this when you're trying to fall asleep.
Sometimes, sometimes it's people I love that are coming in to be like, I'm gonna sing you a song, or I'm gonna like love you, and that's not a feeling of justice. That's just a feeling of like comfort. Yeah, no, like it's just nice. But a lot of times it was apologies, especially early in life when I was a fucking teenager.
That's so. I mean, teenager. Every. I would do the same thing as a teenager. I think now that you brought it up, because I'm like. Yeah. I'm like, well, this person, fuck them. And that's kind of what I would fall asleep.
Or it would be like, it would
go
be
down the line of picture people in my class. Fuck you, fuck you.
And for me, it was often men who I pined over, and they never even looked at me. You know, and it would be them coming in and being like, I actually do love you, and I've loved you the entire time we've been friends.
No, that's relatable now.
And then me being like, goodbye.
Fuck.
So anyway, point is, I'm world building constantly, back of mind, and so when I really focus in on a vision, when I really actually harness it and think about it often and replay it in my mind, the way that shit has actually come to fruition. I am constantly envisioning things that I'm going to, my current vision for my future is walking a red carpet at a premiere that has a legitimate red carpet premiere. And I'm on the red carpet with the friends that I got to make a thing with. I don't have it specified in my mind what the carpet is for. I don't have, you know, I haven't built like the actual thing yet, but it's something that I'm a part of. And I am taking pictures by myself, which means that I am part of the cast, or I'm part of the main thing, and I'm you know, nominated for a thing.
Hell yeah.
So that is what I am spending when I go to my imaginary place. I really try to actually focus in on that vision, and I try to feel the clothes on my body and the heat of the lights, you know, of a red carpet, and like the cameras flashing, and you know, people like learning my name for the first time. You know, it's like that's all part of it. And I think from there, then I can think literally in my mind, how do I get to a red carpet? Well, I have to be a part of something that has a big premiere. And it may not be like when I was a kid, I used to be like, after I graduate from high school, I'm going to live in New York City one day. I knew in high school, I was like, I'm going to live in New York City. I want to fucking live in New York City.
Literally
like,
same.
Yeah. And I was like, I want to be on Broadway. I want to be doing Broadway shows every night. Now, was I on Broadway? No, never. Was I off Broadway? Uh-huh. Was I doing shows every night? Uh-huh. Was I grinding away in this like hardcore way that I also envisioned, that I wanted to work hard and really like stay up all night and be like bedraggled when I get home and fucking like just like, oh God. Absolutely. I actually envisioned my New York existence long before I ever went there. And I executed it. It wasn't exactly as the vision was, but it was close enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
saying? No, absolutely. I similarly in high school, I was like, obviously I'm moving to New York. Obviously, I think in college is when I like specified that like it will be for comedy. And
maybe that's what you have to do with the vision is go, obviously.
Obviously. I mean, I truly had no other choice.
Obviously, I'm going to be on a red carpet.
Yeah, it's like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Not be on a red carpet in the next year or two?
Obviously, I'm going to sweat a little bit on my upper lip because I can't not sweat. Obviously, I'm going to be like, my arms are going to be a little more strong than they are now because I'm going to start doing more upper body lifting. Obviously.
This one.
Yeah.
The dumbbell.
And this one.
Lat raises. That's for tries.
Tries. I need my tries to firm up. You know what I'm saying, though? Like, obviously.
Obviously, we're getting a P, as in body. Obviously.
Obviously, we're gonna get a Peabody for last week's episode. Obviously, we will maybe have to buy it.
I feel like obviously, I mean, like literally no shade. I do know what I'm gonna wear on a red carpet.
Obviously.
But I can't tell you. It's a surprise.
Now, what we could do, Bri, you and I, if we wanted to, is we could start to world build for Sage-Based Wisdom.
How would that work? I feel like we have, but like it's kind of never. We lose. No,
we need to have an event. We need to do a thing. Like we could do. I don't think like Sage-Based Wisdom needs like a red carpet, but yeah, we could do whatever we wanted. We can develop that vision just like we did the improv activity. We could make a Sage-Based Wisdom like night, the night of our lives, with a red carpet, with a step and repeat. We could do whatever we wanted. We just have to say obviously in front of it as we do it.
I'm almost picturing if we're doing a Sage-Based Wisdom event, I think it should be almost like the Titanic Museum, where it's like everyone is issued one card. And on that card, it's either the Jana experience or the Brian experience. And it's like, if you do the Jana experience, you're given like a 25 milligram edible and you're sent down a hallway. If you're given the Brian experience, you are you're stripped down to a jock strap.
You have to take ketamine.
You have to take ketamine and strip down to a jock strap, and you're sent down another hall. And then
you have to put a butt plug in before you go down.
That's been on the ground. And then you kind of then we build in little activities for people to do.
That's amazing. Unfortunately, we are going to have to merge this vision so that not only do every single person that comes in has to put in a butt plug and then wear a jock strap. But they also have to take 25 milligrams of weed, not ketamine, and then they have to walk down a long hall that's playing Lilith Fair folk jams from the 1990s.
I do think also, just to quickly go back, because so girls world build constantly. Boys are taught not to, I think directly because of sports, because they're kind of like action should equal direct results, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a subsection of boys that's like the nerds. And I think those are the ones that do continue world building. I was one of them.
Absolutely. The nerds and the gays.
The gays.
The artists and the weirdos,
For sure.
So absolutely. And I feel like gamers are sort of given this kind of...
don't lump me in with gamers.
I don't know because I'm not a
kidding.
gamer. I actually don't know. Like, is a gamer world building, or are they just part of a world that is already built?
Yeah, they're part of a world that's already built.
But there is some imagination happening. I
Is
guess
there?
I don't know.
Kidding. I literally have no
fucking
idea.
know.
Gaming is one of those things that I know nothing about and I want to know nothing about.
Yeah.
Give me a DDR and that's all I need.
Yeah, I was a little girl who grew up kind of in the woods, like out in there. Didn't have I had neighbors for like the first 5 years of my life that we used to ride bikes and, you know, whatever, play outside. And then we moved out to the country where I grew up around no one. And I literally spent my time traipsing around the forest, earnestly improvising songs that I was like legit in my mind. I was like, this could be an actual pop song.
This is a hit.
This is a hit. Fuck you, fucking. Who was I even listening to at that time? I don't know. Fuck you, like Eternal Flame. This song is good and it's actually sung well. Okay, bitch.
Damn. Shots fired at whatever this Eternal Flame is. Is this a rock band?
Close your eyes, give me your hand, darling. Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? Do you feel the same? Am I only dreaming?
I love that song.
Eternal Flame. That's Eternal Flame by the Bangles.
Oh.
It's one of their 2 songs. And the other one is Walk Like an Egyptian, which I think is maybe racist. I'm not sure.
Walk Like an Egyptian. I blame Steve Martin for that phenomenon.
Oh, interesting.
Wasn't he the one that like had a little bit that was Walk Like an Egyptian?
I don't know.
Me calling Steve Martin's a little bit.
Listen, it all starts as little bits, honey. Anyway. Oh, so here's some of the beef that I along the lines of manifesting your destiny / setting a goal and working toward it, is because men have sort of lost the ability to ideate, or not lost. It's not lost, but have lay dormant their ability to ideate. And because our straight men aren't going out and doing enough improv, or playing in your adult lives, playing with other people, you're not manifesting your fucking destinies, guys. You're not putting actual work into it. You're not sitting down. You're not legitimately letting yourself imagine what could be in your life. You're giving yourself these invisible parameters. You're getting in your own way.
Mm-hmm.
And what it was happening is the people who are partnered with men have so much capacity. The women who are partnered with men who don't do this for themselves, we are holding it all of the responsibility for the dreaming and the struggling and the actual hardship that goes into working toward a bigger thing in your life. That's all on us, and it's stressful to carry all that. I need straight men to be busier. I'm sorry. I need you to have more time. I need you to have less time on your hands. I need you to kind of do the fucking grinding for a while.
Yeah. Why are like the set decks kind of just like pulling their weight?
No, the set decks are killing the fucking game because it's women. No, I think on set, it's great because you're around a bunch of creative people, but in a different way. We've had to Bobby and I have had to sort of help the rest of the crew be a little more flexible and a little more gentle and a little more fun with Etta. Because having a little girl on set completely changes the tone and the tenor. And especially one who doesn't know how to do a TV show. But I said on day 2 of Etta, after day 2 of Etta being there, it's a lot of work to do scene after scene, to do a scene that has a lot of moving parts. There are 3 cameras on this show. That's a lot. And it's, so there's a lot happening in the room. There's sometimes 5 people in the room that each have a line here and there. So how are you expecting a 7-year-old to like be present in a scene like that? Like she's just trying to keep her lines straight.
Yeah.
And part of the way to make it a chill set for Etta, so that she feels like she is not being pushed through this like insane process, and it doesn't feel like a horrible experience for a child, which we know Hollywood has been toxic and abusive as fuck to kids.
Shout out Nickelodeon.
You can tell that environment is right over the precipice. If we just treat Etta like an adult, and we have and we're like bothered by a 7-year-old being on our set, and she doesn't get it on the first try, and it's not like the rest of us. If we let ourselves if we let ourselves, you can see how fucking the movie Honey Boy or whatever came out, like why Shia LaBeouf is so fucked up, because it's not for kids. That kind of work is not for kids. It's really fucking tough.
Totally.
So anyway,
go ahead.
I had a conversation with the AD, who is a woman, and with the man who's directing every episode, and I said, we have to, as a team, all of us adults, the men and the women, we have to find our inner auntie and uncle, and we have to come down to Etta's level. And when the camera is off and we're not rolling, we got to play with her. We got to play games. Bummer for us. We have to have a good time and let her be a child. And we have to support that, because if we do, then she'll be ready when it's time to roll, to get started again. Like and it will make it easier for everybody. And the next day, everybody started coming down to Etta's level. The props people are playing with her. They're like, Etta, I have some blueberries over here and props. Like the aunties and uncles started to come out, and it was fine. It was so easy with her. And since then, every single day with Etta on set has gotten easier. She has become more natural on camera. She's not, stilted, where she's like, here is my line, and I say it like how I heard it. She's now like actually in the character and being like, I miss you, mommy. It's like very interesting. The amount of like us being playful makes us more vulnerable, and it completely changed the tenor of this potentially otherwise really stressful fucking not child friendly workplace for all of us.
Play is vuln.
Yes. 100%.
I love that.
Because it's also improv, it's like, that's what improv is. Improv is just playing. It's just playing.
Literally just playing.
It's pretending.
Yeah. But then you are doing it in front of an audience. You are cheating out.
And that's also part of the play, is that you're performing. Where are we at time-wise, Bri?
We need it. We got to hit this call.
And then we're going to do what we did last week.
Okay.
Which is, we're going to talk about it briefly. But
you're going to tell me to hold my thought, and then I'm going to forget.
And you're going to forget it. And we're going to save it for the wise asses, because wise asses, we love you. You are extra special to us. And we like for you to be sort of on the inside track of what sage-based wisdom is providing, which is apparently legitimate healing, according to the Peabody Awards. Here we go. Wait, did you have something you wanted to say about the edit of it all. You were going to interrupt me, and then I kept going.
I think it was something small and not
Okay,
really
cool.
worth it.
Okay, cool.
Even if I could remember it.
First time caller, long time listener,
Hold on.
or hi community, first time
Community.
caller, long time listener, or reverse that. Sorry. I'm currently trying to spice up my life and heated rivalry myself in some ways, and I am trying to make the drastic jump from cute to hot. A lot of people have said, "Oh, teddy bear, cute. Like, you're so cute. I love how cute you are." And that's very sweet. And, I'm been swimming in that pond for a long time, but, I'm just a little curious about what a hot pond is like. Like, I want to be hot and sexy, and try on that vibe and see what that feels like in my body and in my energy. So if you have any helpful tips on what can help me make that change, I'd really appreciate it. Cool. Okay. Goodbye. Thank you.
Does he know what podcast this is?
Wait, why?
I'm like, how? What do we know about being
sexy? Brian.
I feel like he's chasing a conventionally attractive kind of like hotness.
Sure, but
heated
maybe
rivalry.
not. Heated rivalry is it's a premise. He's trying to live his heated rivalry life. Which to me just says they're gay, right? So
you're gay and you want to fuck more, and
you want to feel sexy. And like, listen, I think we can all identify with the feeling of being like, I wish somebody just thought I was a fine ass piece of fucking meat. Maybe you've never struggled with that question, Brian, because you're just so inherently classically attractive. But have you ever struggled with the, of course you have.
Honey, I
You're
live
a
in
gay
LA.
man. You're
Honey,
a
I
gay
live in
man.
LA.
Also,
I wake
you
up
were fucking
struggling.
in the closet. I wake up struggling. Oh, I dropped something. It's not important. Okay. Let's just say you're somebody that people call a teddy bear.
Okay. Cute.
And cute. You're cute.
Lovable. Huggable.
Teddy bear. And you want to make the leap.
It's giving Snuggie. What's that fabric softener?
Snuggles?
With the bear. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say Snuggles.
It's giving that.
Uh-huh. Which means, first of all, I sometimes, I've gone through periods of my life where I found cute offensive.
For sure, yeah. I get told I'm cute a lot.
You do?
Yeah. Which means not hot.
Right. It means not hot. It sort of is giving you are too, like, it's sort of what is the word for, like, it's not emasculating. It's like you're a child.
I don't take it that way. I don't think I've ever used it that way either.
Yeah. But teddy bear? Come on. These are things that this person is throwing out, like, it's like it's sort of like, youth. It makes you younger than you are. Or like
because this person's gay, I'm assuming teddy bear in the gay community is kind of like big hairy dude, and so teddy bear is kind of just like a sweet bear.
Exactly. We're on the same page.
So
how do you make the leap?
So this person wants to go from cute to hot. I mean, from what I've heard from my algorithm, you got to hit those 10K steps a day. That's non-negotiable. You got to eat your weight in protein.
No.
You gotta.
No, I reject all of this. I reject all of this.
Well, then what do you?
You don't have to
list?
get snatched to be hot, to be sexy.
Well, then what are you saying?
I would say it's just a vibe. It's exactly what this person says. Because listen, Bri, I'm not thin, but there are some men who find me very sexy. Okay, so and I don't do 10,000 steps a day. I don't even do 10 steps a day. Sometimes I did do over 10,000 today because I'm trying to train for this fucking walk thing in Oregon later this month or in August. But it is a vibe, and I have gone through the process of trying to make myself feel my own sexiness a few different ways. And I have actual tangible advice for this person that we are going to give our listeners.
Oh my God.
In the wise ass. Don't be annoyed, Bri. This is our income. This is how we make money.
Mm-hmm. When was the last time we got paid?
It has been a while. It has been a while. Yeah. So folks, if you want to hear this advice to our listener, I hope that you are also going to become a wise ass, even if just for the month, so that you can get this advice. It's worth it. Because I have pictures to back up what I'm saying. I have receipts. Okay. And I will show them on the pod. I know. It's kind of cray. It's actually... Am I going to show... Yes, I'll show them. It's fine. Okay. With that, that's all the advice we have for you today so far. We hope that our wisdom made your life better, but we will not be issuing any refunds if it didn't. Please, really quick, keep your eyes out for if you're in the Seattle, Tacoma area and you want to come and see some stand-up, come see me perform at Tidelands on August 8th. I'll be in, and if you live in Tacoma or you're Puyallup, fine.
Pull y'all up.
Come hang out. Keep your eyes on the socials because I want to put you in this show as background. Bri, what do you got going on this week or next?
Literally nothing. Oh, I won't be there, but my beautiful, hilarious co-host, Amy Silverberg, Starfuckers, at the Hollywood Improv Lab on August 12th. It's a Wednesday. It's going to be an incredible show. I will be in Montreal, but it's technically my show, so please go.
Bri is going to Montreal soon. Not this coming week, but the following week. So if you are on Grindr, in the...
if you're on Grindr, don't...
In Quebec.
You can try to find me, but I don't really use it anymore.
Wow. That's tea. All right. Become a wise ass by going to sagebasedwisdom.supercast.com. sagebasedwisdom.supercast.com and get more of us in your life. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Tocha.
Hagone.